All right, we are back for this is our third installment of Faith Talk, and today I have two of our young people with us, and I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, and if they could each take just a second to tell us a little bit about themselves, that'd be great. Iris, you want to go first?
Sure. So my name is Iris. I'm 13. I'm going to high school next year. I'm confirmed, and yeah.
All right. How about you, Bih-Sana?
Hi, my name is Bih-Sana. I'm 12 years old. I'm going to 8th grade, and I've been baptized and confirmed as well. And yeah, I'm a member of the church.
You were both part of our confirmation class that just joined last year.
hmm
Have you been at this church? I can't remember when you all started attending. Have you been at this church for the last 5 years, last 6 years? How long have you been members of the church?
Forever.
Forever?
Like since
I
I
think
was
since I
born.
was
Yeah.
born, yeah.
Really? Okay, excellent. So long-time members.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, I think part of what inspired this whole idea of doing interviews was the fact that all of us have kind of been locked in our houses in quarantine for the last 90 days. And so none of us really know how the rest of the members of this church are doing or what they've been doing. So the first question I have is just what's the last 4 months been like for you? How's it been different?
Bisana, you want to go first or me?
Okay, sure. I can go first. It's been like really stressful and stuff. And because like nobody's really used to this, everybody's get up busy, go to work, go to school, go to church, come back home, go somewhere else. And it's like it's never really like it's kind of like a pause on the earth. Like
Mm,
everything just stopped for all of a sudden for like the last 90 days. And even though we're able to still go out, it's not many places that are open except for like grocery stores and stuff, or maybe a little bit of shopping malls and stuff. But that's all. Nothing's really open, and if it is open, you have to wear a mask to go in and all that stuff. And me personally, I don't like masks because I like to like it feels like I can't breathe and stuff, so I really hate masks. So, but yeah, and also people have been it's kind of like a good thing because you've been spending more time with your family at home
hmm.
because not everybody gets to sit down. Like when we're at school, we spend like only 5 hours at home before we go to bed and then go to school the next day. So we've been at home most of the time and spending time with each other, even though sometimes we could like bump heads because we've been together so long.
Sure. How about you,
So
Iris? What's been?
like Bisana said, is very stressful because I know some people that have had corona, and like at first, me, I thought it was a joke. I really thought it was a joke. I thought I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was a joke. I did not know that it was gonna like unfold to all of this. And I was like surprised. I was actually really surprised. So the last 4 months, like Bisana said, I've been spending more time with my family because before now we would only have like sit down dinners like once every 2 months. Now we have one at least once a week. So it's really nice. But it's also sad that I can't go to church. I can't see my friends. I can't do anything. We have to go outside wearing masks. And well, I sound like I'm about to cry. I'm sorry.
It's
But
okay. It's okay. Take your
those
time.
masks, they make your face hot, if that makes sense. It's annoying. I don't like those masks. And those N95 masks is like it's choking you.
Yeah, those are hard to breathe
And
in.
hmm and I don't like that. I like going out a lot, and so does my dad. So it's kind of hard on us because we like going out and we can't go out anymore.
Hmm.
So
What do you miss the most about pre-COVID life? What do you struggle the most with right now?
um, not seeing my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but same here. Not seeing my family, not seeing my friends. Also, not being able to go out and do things. Like sometimes you need
Yeah,
something, or like at one point, all the post offices were closed. What if you need to mail something out or something like that? So even though like the things were open, but like if you need to ask a question and something, you can't do things. It's really like hard. You have to wait till like this certain day before they open up.
Right.
And also like stores are closing up earlier and stuff. It's just really hard. And then not be able to see your family. Like some people in my family I haven't seen for like 4 months or something. Yeah, I
Right.
haven't seen Iris in like 4 months. So
Yeah.
That's hard because you know that's a huge part of the Cameroonian diaspora experience is getting together
Mhm.
and spending time together with other members of the diaspora, and so many of you are just kind of living in pockets by yourself right now. That's really hard. And I heard both of you say that there were some good things out of this: more family time, more time with your family, that having meals together, that kind of thing. Do you see a place where the Spirit is moving, where God is moving in the midst of all this?
Yeah, definitely. Because see Hong Kong. Hong Kong, you cannot even see the blue sky, but all this corona made it that you can see the sky
Mm,
again. And in Venice, Italy, the water was murky. Swans could not even swim there. Now all the fish have come back. The earth is coming back.
hmm.
Like, it's like we pollute the earth so much, but then this whole thing just made it that it's just nicer now. And it's not that, because I used to go out, go to Walmart, I see like McDonald's bags on the floor, Burger King cup drinks, and all of this. But now people barely even litter because people barely go outside.
It's true. It's true. It's been a breather for the earth, hasn't it?
Hmm.
How about you, Bih-Sana?
I feel like God put this corona for a reason, because I feel like somebody was trying to test him or something, and he was trying to basically send a message that we can go through this and eventually this corona will get over. It's not, I
Hmm.
know some cases might still be out, but this is not forever. God put this out here for a reason, and I feel like something good is gonna come out at the end. I don't know what good is gonna come out, but something good. We just have to wait and see, and we really can't question God because He made us. He does what He wants. We are part of Him, and we just supposed to obey Him and
Hmm.
listen to Him.
You say that. I have a really good friend. We were talking about how coronavirus and these uprisings and this renewed interest in racial justice are all happening at the same time. So you've got people protesting in the streets, and you've got people rioting, and you've got coronavirus, and it just seems like everything's on fire. And this friend said that if you look at the biblical record with the prophets, uh, a lot of times the prophets tell people, we don't know what God is doing with this, but this is a time for courage. This is a time to be brave. Because whatever God's going to do, we're just going to have to live through it. And at the end, it will be good, but we're going to have to be brave right now while we walk through this mess. And I hear you saying some of that in what you're saying. Like, this is a time for courage. This is, a time to wait and see what God is trying to show us.
Also, part of like the racial justice thing, I feel like it all happened at once, and also like we should fight for our rights, but we should also be careful because like yeah, and really careful. Be careful when you encounter police and stuff. Even though it might not happen to you, you never know. It could be somebody else and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so like
And
weird that it happened at the same exact time. Like Corona just is still going on, and then this happened, and then another uh situation happened, and it just keeps going on and stuff.
and
And
to
sometimes
oh
I get
sorry.
upset because I see some people like posting on social media that all white people are racist, and that's not the case,
Yeah.
because not every person is different. That's like saying like all black people are gang members or all black people are
Mm.
like part of some type of gang. That's not true. People just have their own ways of thinking of how black people or white people act. Not everybody's the same. Some white people and black people get along pretty well. Some people are like really good friends. It's not all the time. and it's just those a few people that are racist, but I don't think it's the whole white or whatever community.
Yeah.
Sure, there's some racist people out there, but not everybody's racist. And even this protesting going on, they're still not, like, for Breonna Taylor, they did everything for George Floyd, except two of them are out on bail. They should go back to jail.
Yeah.
But Breonna Taylor, she was trending, her name was trending on Twitter for like a week. And then they just let it go.
It
The people that murdered her,
Yeah, it seems like women get less justice than men.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sandra Bland, she did not get any
Right.
justice.
Right.
And all the other women, and that African girl that was just killed, she's not getting any justice.
Yeah.
It's only people reposting it, signing petitions, as if the petitions will even do anything. The
Yeah.
petitions might do something, but it's not like without the help of somebody else, it will do anything. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. But like, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's complicated. I think you're right that when we seek to lump people into rough stereotypes, we often miss the good in people. You know. But I think you're also right that in this movement right now, women have been less the focus of the protest than the men, and I don't know why that is. You know, Breonna Taylor deserves the same justice that George Floyd is going to get. And
Yeah.
what I mean, I guess in your community, like, how do you feel about the police in your own community? Do you, as people of color, worry about your interactions with the police?
Yeah. But like, I just moved, so where I used to live, I'm used to seeing police hidden places, 3 police pulling over a black woman, a Hispanic woman. I've seen all of that before. But like here, like I'm scared. I'm even more scared because where I used to live was predominantly black,
Mm-hmm.
but we still had white police officers, so I was scared. But now I'm double scared here because like it's more towards the white area, and like I said, I've never really been around a white area, and I don't want anything bad to happen to like my brother or my dad, even me too. Like every day I worry that my dad won't come home and like my brother won't come home, and it's just sad. I
Yeah.
don't want to be reasoning like that because one day I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have a husband, I'm gonna have children, and I don't want my children, I don't want my sons to be going out, and I don't want them to not just come home one day or like my husband get killed one day, because this police brutality is no joke.
We have a lot to work on, don't we?
I really worry, but actually I am worried because there are black people in Frostmore. It's like a 50-50, they say. But like black people don't work here. Like the black people that live here do not work here. The white people usually work here. Like schools, they're mostly white teachers.
Yeah.
Police officers are white and all this stuff. And I'm kind of worried because even though some of the police officers that I've seen are nicer, but my dad told me that you never know if somebody's racist. They might smile at you, but you never know if they're racist. They don't have racist written on their forehead to show that they're racist. Anybody could be racist inside their hearts. You never know. Like even some people could be racist. You never know. You can encounter them, but you never know if they're racist or not. Like, but it's really terrifying because like people, and I get that some people resist like arresting, but it doesn't give you a point to kill them or shoot them. What happened with George Floyd's incident should have never happened. Nothing should have ever came close. If they found out that he was using counterfeit money or something, they should have put him in the car and took him to jail instead of putting his knee on his neck. And the man is repeating, "I can't breathe," and you're just sitting there, which shows that you're a cold-blooded killer. Like somebody's sitting there saying you can't breathe, and you're just sitting there on their neck. And I got tired of seeing the video because it's just so like brutal.
I mean, yeah, it's it's unnecessary to watch that video over and over and show that poor man's last minutes. Well, let me ask you a question that kind of changes the topic a little bit. You know, growing up in this church, you have seen it slowly change over the last 12
Yeah.
years. How do you hope that the church continues to change? What would you like to see coming out of this moment of pandemic and coming out of this moment of racial um, cries for racial justice? How would you hope that our church continues to change in the future?
Mhm. So, like you said, the church has changed. A lot of people used to say like we're monkeys, we spit on them, this and that. But like I think this pandemic will make them realize we're humans too, just
Mhm.
like them. We do things that should not be done, just like them. And I hope this protesting just opens their eyes and sees, like, lets them see, like, who we truly are. Like, we want to stand for ourselves. And even if it doesn't change, I'll still stand up for myself. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll still stand up for myself. I'll still stand up for my aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever. So, yeah.
I feel like that it kind of will bring our church back or bring our church together because our church is pretty diverse, and
Mm-hmm.
those who are not of color will understand where we're coming from and like see what the we're going through
Hmm.
and like we're humans like just like them, and yeah, it'll bring our church together, and yeah.
I hope that we continue to grow together as a family. You know, my sense in the 4 years that I've been here is that there has been a real softening of hearts, that people are getting to know each other from the Cameroonian community and the white community. They're getting to know each other better. And the more we know each other and the more we do stuff together, the better we'll be as a community. Hopefully, when we can finally get back together, we'll continue that. I hope.
Yeah,
I
but
hope.
our church never really had those big of a problems with like racial stuff.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we had one or two incidents, but nothing really happened. Our church was really nice. Everybody's nice to each other. Nobody had really bad impacts on each other. We do things together. We have church programs. Nobody really disagrees or doesn't
Yeah,
get along on certain things.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, I think one of the things that you guys talked about coming out of your confirmation was how you wanted more kids involved in the service. You wanted a chance for young people to take leadership, which is something that
Yeah.
we had been working on before COVID, and then that kind of shut everything down. We were going to have the youth lead the fifth Sunday. Hopefully, when we get back together, we can get you all into leadership, and restart that, because I think it's important to have you up front, helping with worship, helping lead worship, helping because you carry all kinds of hopes and dreams for the future, and it's good for people to see that right there in front of them. Well, what are your plans for the summer?
I'm going to Kansas City tomorrow, and we're gonna go to North Carolina sometime next month.
Okay,
And then August is my birthday, so I don't know what I'm gonna do then.
nice. How
I
about
don't know what plans I have really because everything got canceled. Iris and I were supposed to go to Canada, but that kind of
Mhm.
canceled because of the border is
mm,
closed till further notice, and they don't want anybody like going through or coming out, even
yeah,
if you don't have COVID. They're just trying to keep the precautions away, all that stuff. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm hoping we go somewhere. I think we're gonna go out of the state sometime after
okay,
this stuff is going on, and yeah, my dad is really like on it because he said he's really like starting to get old and he doesn't want to get sick and stuff because he's already been sick before. So
I,
yeah,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, yeah,
we haven't really been anywhere. But yesterday we took a drive around, even though we didn't get out the car, but we just took a drive around just to
yeah.
get some fresh air out.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Well, is
Yeah,
there
but
anything that
we
we didn't talk about that you want to talk about? you have the pastor on the phone. You can say anything you want. Is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you want to tell us about?
No.
No, nothing I can think of.
I miss seeing you too.
Yep, we miss seeing
Yeah, I
you.
miss you.
The kids miss seeing you too.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Zoom meetings are different from seeing people in person and having greetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, peace be with you and all that stuff is different.
Well, this, like you said, Bih-Sana, this won't last forever. Eventually we're going to figure out a treatment for this, and we're going to be able to get back together in person, and it's going to be really great when we can get back together.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
What day are we supposed to come back to church? Or like, do you guys have a period?
September 13th. September 13th in the building. We're doing outdoor services on Fridays, which have either of you gone to those?
Yeah,
I went to one last week.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, we're doing those through the summer, and then September 13th, we're back together in the building.
Yeah, JB Pritzker is taking proper precautions.
Yeah, he's working hard.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to wear a mask to school. They told us. Back to school in August and stuff. We have August, September. We have to wear back a mask to school, and they have a lot going for school, but it'll get better soon. Hopefully, by the end of this year, we could stop wearing the mask and.
They said that there's a chance that we might have a vaccine by December. So hopefully, as people get vaccinated, we'll be able to get back to regular life.
Yeah, but we're just glad nobody has it, or at least they think they don't have it, because
we have been very lucky as a church. We've only had 4 or 5 cases total, which is really that's really lucky.
We would send my heart out to those people, because I don't know. Too.
Well, ladies, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you being willing to do this.
You're welcome.
It was good to see your smiling faces. Hopefully we'll talk again before the end of summer, but enjoy the next couple of weeks, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.